A blessed day, everyone, and welcome to our discussion of our Homeroom Guidance module. This time, we'll be having our Module 2 for the second quarter. This is entitled, The Conquering the Clouds of Challenges for our Grade 9 students. We will start with our Homeroom Guidance module for Week 1, second quarter. Again, it's entitled, Conquering the Clouds of Challenges for our Grade 9. So let's start. This is entitled, How Do I Study? Do you have your ways on how you study? And do you have your challenges faced when you are studying? Let us see. All learners like you experience challenges in terms of your studies or on how you study. Let's take a look at the different pictures and identify the challenges for each student. I will show you different pictures that show different challenges during your study time. Let's see if you can identify them. Let's have this picture. What do you think is the challenge of this boy in the picture? Do you have any idea? Yes, you're right. He is having a hard time in finding the answers in his assignments or learning tasks. Do you experience this kind of challenges too? I bet it's yes. Let's have this picture. What do you think is the challenge of this girl in the picture? As you can see, his work is piling up so fast. So, I think his challenge I think her challenge is that she has too many learning tasks to finish. How about this girl? What do you think is the challenge this girl is facing in terms of her study? Yes, she is distracted by her gadgets instead of doing her homework. Most of us are like this or experiencing this. How about this boy? What do you think is his struggle in his online class, I think, or in his gadget or his laptop? Yes, you're right. Because of the poor connection or technical problem arises that affect his online class. Maybe sometimes it's lagging, maybe sometimes there's no connection or poor connection. And how about this girl? Take a look at her. What do you think bothers her so much that she feels so stressed and even perspiring so much? Yes, you're right. She's under pressure due to the deadlines or her assignments. So those are just examples of different challenges that you face during your online classes. Let's now have the processing question. You'll be answering these 3 questions on your paper or your notebook. First question. What is the most challenging situation for you based on the pictures and why? Based on the pictures a while ago, which do you think is the hardest situation that you can control? Please write your answer. Question number 2. Among the challenges presented a while ago, where can you relate the most and why? Among these, which do you experience more often? Is it having a hard time finding the answer? Or too many works to finish? Or the internet connection and etc. etc. Number 3. How do you overcome it positively? Can you tell me ways on how do you overcome this kind of problems? Give me positive ways on how to deal with specific problem in your studying time. Like in finding the answer, how do you take it positively? Please share your thoughts and your answer. So that's all for our quick Week 1 for second quarter lesson entitled Conquering the Clouds of Challenges for Grade 9. Let's proceed to the continuation of the module with Week 2 of the second quarter, which is entitled The Clouds of One's Life. Let's start. Let's explore this. The clouds of one's life. Pick the different challenges that you have encountered or facing right now from the clouds below. I'll be showing you different kinds of challenges that you encountered or you face right now. So I want you to pick it and write it on your notebook or in your paper. Let's start with our cloud number 1. Difficulty in understanding a subject. Have you ever experienced this? That you don't know or you can understand the lesson that your teacher is telling you? Like this boy, saying, "What? I don't get it. How to, what is, how come? Help." Let's now have the cloud of challenge number 2. Need to take care of younger sibling while you're studying. So have you experienced like this boy, wherein you need to take good care of your sibling while you're answering your online class or your online task? Like this boy. Let's have the challenge number 3. Lack of conducive space for learning. Are you one of these learners who have having trouble finding a conducive space for learning in your house? Like this one in the picture saying, "Trash plus nice equals focus no more." It's so hard to study if your place is so noisy and there's a lot of mess around you. Let's have our next cloud. Not enough food for the family every day. Are you one of this learner who's having trouble with your finances in your family so you can focus? Just like this boy or girl saying, "Where to get our food first," instead of "Where to get my module's answer." So it's so hard to focus when you have an empty stomach. Next cloud challenge. Struggling to adjust in a distance learning. Just like now, we're in a distance learning, most of the problems arises. Like this girl, having a problem with her internet, and she says, "Come on internet, please, I beg you, come back to me." Maybe she has some deadline, or maybe she has a quiz online. Next, lack of motivation to study. Are you like this girl who lost all her motivation to study? Maybe because she has another problem that she's encountering. And she says, "Why am I studying for? I give up." Next challenge is distracted by a lot of things at home, like your household chores, like your TV, like your mobile games, social media, etc. Or are you like this learner who is having a hard time focusing because he's distracted by his favorite game on his gadget? Or sometimes because of the household chores, the television, or just exploring the social media. So those are the challenges, the clouds of challenges. Let's now have our learning task related to those challenges. Here's what to do. You will complete the worksheet below, entitled "The Cloud of One's Life" worksheet. This includes the challenges met in school, the factors or reasons in experiencing the challenge, and what are the actions to do to still have a good study habit. For example, the boy answered the challenges is not enough food for the family. And then the reason is my parents are jobless. And the action is look for opportunity to earn whilst considering my safety and a lot of time to focus on my schoolwork. You will copy this on your notebook or in a sheet of paper and you submit it to your teacher afterwards. And then after this, you'll be answering again the processing question. There are 3 questions to answer. Let's starting with question number 1. What do you feel when you recall those challenges? Do you feel sad or guilty, unsatisfied, or can you relate so much to the challenges discussed? Write your thoughts. Question number 2. How similar or different are the study habit in various challenges? Do you think they are same in the result or outcome or doing the habit? What do you think will be the outcome of the different challenges if you didn't take it or you didn't solve it? Do they have the same result? Write your answer. And last but not the least, how do you look at these challenges in relation to your academic success? Do you overcome it positively, or do you give up and just let these challenges took you negatively? And this will affect your academic success. Do you think you'll be able to pass the subject if these challenges keeps on bothering you? And the result is your academic suffers and you may fail. That's all for our discussion of the Homeroom Guidance Module 2 for our Week 2 second quarter, entitled The Cloud of One's Life. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something from this. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share to be updated with our next lesson for our homeroom classes. Thank you, and I hope you learn a lot, and have a nice day. Bye-bye!